You know, every great business, whether it's the local flower shop or a massive tech company, started with one absolutely crucial decision. And nope, it wasn't the name or the logo, it was about the foundation, the legal bones of the whole thing. And that is the very first choice you'll have to make. So you've got an idea buzzing around in your head, right? Maybe it's a food truck, a killer new app, maybe a consulting gig, whatever it is. Just hold that idea in your mind for a second. Because if you've got that spark, then yeah, this one is definitely for you. That's right. Before you even think about selling a single thing, you have to decide on your business structure. And this one choice, believe me, it impacts everything. Your taxes, how much personal risk you're taking on, your ability to grow. It's a really, really big deal. Okay, so to figure out our options, let's zoom out for a second and look at the big picture. Essentially, every business operates in one of two major areas. On one side, you've got the public sector. Think government stuff, like schools, police, public parks. They exist to provide essential services. But on the other side, you have the private sector. This is where businesses are owned by people, by individuals like you, with the goal of making a profit. This is our playground. This is where your idea is going to live. Let's kick things off with the simplest, most common way people get started, by just striking out on their own. This is the path of the sole trader. A sole trader is, well, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a one-person show. You are the business, and the business is you. There's no legal difference. Now, you can still hire employees, but at the end of the day, you are the single, undisputed owner. To make all this feel a bit more real, let's follow a story. Let's meet Cam. Cam started her business, Flowers by Cam, right from her kitchen table and began selling at a local market. She's on that classic sole trader journey. And it's so easy to see why this is appealing, right? The upsides are fantastic. It's super fast and easy to set up. You've got complete control. You make all the decisions. And here's the best part. You keep all the profits. For Cam, the biggest win was the flexibility. She could run her business while raising her kids. But, and there's always a but, that total control comes at a price. It's really tough to get a loan from a bank. The workload can be absolutely crushing because it's all on you. If you get sick, the business pretty much stops. And you are responsible for all the risks, including the biggest, most dangerous one of them all. And here it is, unlimited liability. If you only remember one thing about being a sole trader, make it this. It means that in the eyes of the law, there is zero difference between you and your business. Your business's debts are your debts, period. This is why getting some solid business insurance is so critical for sole traders. It gives you at least a little bit of a financial shield. So what does this actually mean? It means if your business can't pay its bills, creditors can come after your personal assets. We're talking about your house, your car, your savings. It is all on the line. That financial wall between your personal life and your business life, it's completely gone. And this is the exact wall that Cam has just slammed into. She wants to grow her business, but she's running into what they call liquidity issues, which is just a fancy way of saying she doesn't have enough cash handy to cover her costs and expand. As a sole trader, finding a loan to fix this is tough. Her dream is now officially bigger than her business structure can handle. This is the classic sole trader problem. You've built something great, but to get it to that next level, you need more resources, more money, more help. So what's the next logical step? For Cam, and for so many entrepreneurs who hit this exact point, the answer is to bring someone else into the fold. It's time to talk about the power of a partnership. A partnership is simply a business that's owned by two or more people, usually up to around 20, who all agree to share in the profits. This one little change can solve so many of the biggest headaches a solo entrepreneur faces. I mean, just look at how a partnership tackles Cam's problems head on. She needs cash to expand. Bam, a partner can bring in capital. She's totally overworked. Bam, now she can share the responsibilities. Maybe she's amazing with flowers, but not so great with accounting. A partner can bring in those missing skills. It's a really powerful solution. And don't think for a second that partnerships are just for small local shops. Some of the biggest, most influential companies in the entire world started with just two people and an idea. Let's just run through some of the icons. Apple. It started in a garage with Steve Jobs, the big picture visionary, and Steve Wozniak, the engineering genius. Google. That started as a university project between two students, Larry Page and Sergey Brin, who had this wild idea about organizing all the information in the world. Microsoft was born from the legendary partnership of two childhood friends, Bill Gates and Paul Allen, who saw a future with a computer on every single desk. And even Nike was created when a coach, Bill Bowerman, teamed up with his old student, Phil Knight, just to design a better running shoe. All of these giants started as a partnership. It just proves that two heads can be exponentially better than one. So, we've seen the path of the lone wolf and the power of the pack. Let's put them side by side to help you figure out your own path forward. So here it is, the basic trade-off. As a sole trader, you get speed and total control, but your capital is limited and all that liability is yours. In a partnership, you get more capital and more skills, but you've got to share the profits and the decisions. And notice this key detail. In most cases, that unlimited liability is still there. It's just shared among the partners now. This is a huge reason why many businesses eventually evolve into other structures to finally get that liability protection. But that's a story for another day. At the end of the day, the structure you choose is like the first member of your team. It defines your risks and your potential for growth. So think back to that idea you had at the start. For Cam, the choice is between staying small and safe or finding a partner to help her business truly blossom. So for you, the question is, will you build it alone or will you build it together? Your idea is waiting.